I tell you, doing these things, there's a whole lot of things I got to do at the beginning to make sure everything works. I get the green screen right, got to turn off notifications on my watch. It's insane. Anyway, I want to talk today about something I alluded to the other day when I was talking about my 600th video. It still boggles my mind, 600 videos. I want to talk about the Delta Vega props quadcorder. Greetings, Dave here, DCPFX. I want to talk about the quadcorder. We talked over with the gang, well, one of the gang, and I just thought quadcorder it helps make it harder for Paramount to find us. This is a new version of the TNG tricorder. Hopefully you can see that well there. There's a couple of things that have been changed. This angle here is much better, much more flat. The whole body itself, you see that, it's much more rounded. Here's the previous one. There are subtle differences. And let me take this down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we are with the device. Now what I've done is I've taken out the supports and I've added in the hinges. I haven't really done much other than that, but we have the pieces here and there, and the sensor hood has been added in. That just sits there, that needs to be glued in. And then I have all of the resin bits. So this still needs to be, this is the back, this still needs to be alcohol inked green, red and green. That's red, and clear, yellow, clear, blue. That just takes me a little while to do it. It doesn't take anything to do it. I do that and then I seal it. Now I leave it on the supports here. Let me get this in there. Leave it on supports because that way it's just easier to hang on to. You know, you got something you can hang on to it. If I have to, just grab that there and I'm good to go. Get this in there. And then I'll snap it off and I just give it a quick sanding. So when I sand the bottom of them, it makes them more opaque. So the light, especially something like this one, make it nice and opaque. And I use my trick of using the packing shipping foam to help dilute the light. Anyway, let's go back up. So this is going to be, I think, I'm pretty happy with this. Now I printed a lot of these. In fact, I even, got to this one and it had those weird lines I was talking about in the bad filament. And it turns out in this particular model, there is some voodoo that crept into the file. So those are actually part of the file. So I went back to the previous one and it seemed to work pretty well. And as you can see from this, that looks pretty darn good. Let me get this right here. That looks pretty darn good there. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to coat a primer on that. I've got some new red, rust primer. Apparently the iron oxide in or something like that, it fills in lines better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a prime and I'm going to fix the bottom of the lid just because of the way that it's done. It just needs a little bit of TLC. Maybe I'll put a little Bondo in there and then I'll go and I'll resin smooth it. So it gives it a nice good hard coating of resin on the outside and give it a sand and it'll be good to go. So this is going to be, I'm just going to do the shell. I'm not going to build this one because I have this one. I still need to figure out the problem with the LCD. It worked for a bit and then stopped. I think I need to unsolder everything and just resolder it again and see if that fixes it. Very finicky, but it is something that is going to be quite nice. So I think from having built 5, 6 of these, and else made them, I'm pretty happy with the way that this file has worked out. I think Dino has done a fantastic job of making sure that everything is as it should be. So that needs to go in just a little bit like that. It is a fantastic body. It is really well done, and it's going to be a really nice kit that it's going to be able for people to buy soon. I know I did say first quarter this year, and now we're coming close on the end of second quarter. As I said, I had some family issues. I had my wife in the hospital. I had other things. I'll get there. I'm working on it. Once these are good to go, I'm just going to start firing up the printers. I'm going to hammer out, 10 bodies, 10 things. Like really, once I get these 2 big pieces done, the rest of them are, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. So it's sort of thing I could do, 1 body a day. And in 10 days, I have all of them. I've got lots of filament, so that's not a problem there. So that's an update on the Delta Vega Props quadcorder. And hopefully if you've been following along and you're interested in this, you know that the end is coming very soon, and then we will have them available for people to buy. And then you can go on the journey of making your own. So you can go and you can have one of these. And yeah, it's so very satisfying. I love playing with these things. So stay tuned. I'll be details soon, and also I'll have details up on the Delta Vega Props website about that. But yeah, it will be very soon. And once I have them, like I say, we're not going to put anything up for sale until we have like 10 ready to go. I'm not going to say, hey, who wants to order one, and then wait 3 months to ship them out. We're not going to work that way. We're going to have this so that here it is, there it goes. And then here, like Jerry has done for some of his boards, there's 10 available. Who wants them? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 0. They're gone. All right, wait for the next one. So that is the update on the Quadcorder. Hopefully that is something you've been looking for. And hey, I will talk to you all later. Have yourself a great weekend.